blocking us off from the sunlight of the spirit.
Oh dear. Oh, cheers for your cup of tea.
Is it recording?
It's recording. We are recording. So I just thought we'd just sit here and have a little chat. So this week, we've got a busy week, but we're preparing for the week after as well, haven't we? We've got lots of finicky things to do this week.
Yeah, including topping up the some of the items that sold out very quickly on Friday night.
Yeah, Friday was mad. Friday was mad, wasn't it?
It's the best restock of the year, wasn't it, so far?
Yeah, it was really, really incredible how quickly everybody just zoomed in and grabbed what they wanted. I mean, we had some standout scents, didn't we? Rhubarb Crush, I think, being the top one. So your job is to check to see if we've got enough to make some more up of that to get it on ASAP. Yeah. What else was really popular?
I think I've still got some chunks already pre-poured for Rhubarb Crush.
Oh, perfect.
So so that's good. But I think you're right. You know, when you said it was the reason why the restock was so successful, I think, was because the scents were just must buys, weren't they? You know what I mean? And there was lots of them. Whereas sometimes there might be like one or two big new blends, you know. But there was lots this time, wasn't there? So because we hadn't done a restock for 2 weeks as well, so I think that was like all that sort of aligned and it all came together and made it busy, you know. So
and I'm really pleased that so many items didn't sell out, because we try and make with a restock, try and make it last as much as possible. We had things on there with an idea that we want things to be available all the time for everyone. But there are just sometimes that it catches us by surprise and people go mad. So there was Rhubarb Crush. What else was there?
It's like we need like a set of stock to go on that's available all the time.
Yeah.
And then the other stuff, you know what I mean?
Sort of like,
but like that always sells. We could never get the balance right, so it's something we're learning all the time.
It's either too much, and we can never really predict how people are going to go, because we can do exactly the same a different week.
Yeah.
And we've got lots of it left, haven't we?
Yeah.
We just can't quite predict how people are going to.
I know, and like say you might have somebody go on our website on like a Wednesday night, who've never bought from us before.
Yeah.
You know, not in our group, doesn't know anything about society, stars, blends, you know, bespokes. They don't know anything about that. They just come across our website. And we want them to be able to go in and buy things like Rhubarb Crush and stuff like that, you know. So we're really trying to get that balance, but you know, if it's sold out, it's like
our job is to top it up as quickly as possible. I'm trying to think though, while you're talking, I'm trying to think of what else there is that we made. I know Transformation Potion was on there, but there was something else that was new. That was there was a Rhubarb Crush, a Pineapple Fiesta.
Yeah,
that was an amazing fruity, zingy fragrance.
That's still on there, isn't it?
Sugar Peach Crumble. Let's talk about Sugar Peach Crumble.
Well, I had this thought, didn't I, on the weekends?
Yeah.
Sugar Peach Crumble is lush, isn't it? It makes you feel hungry when you smell it.
It's
lush.
Good. It's so good.
And what I thought I'd do is do a twub with Sugar Peach Crumble on one side and Rhubarb Crush on the other, and like just make, say, 10 of them or something, and put them on the website.
Yeah,
you know,
like the Hunger Games. That literally.
Yeah, because they're just like, because even though they've got like a bakery edge, but they're not bakery, I know, but they've got bakery edge.
Sweet.
It's also a great scent for like spring, summer as well, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's not like it's not like a dark, earthy blend, and it's not like a Christmassy blend or anything like that, or an autumn blend,
or a laundry.
No, it's not laundry at all, is it? It's far from laundry. So I'm going to do that. Don't know when, how.
No, well, we're going to check the oils first, aren't we? That's the first thing. So really, your job then is to be going through and looking to see what we need to top up on ASAP.
Yeah. So the stuff that sold. Sorry to cut you.
Oh, that's cool.
The stuff on Friday. The stuff we did Friday.
Yeah.
So the stuff that sold out Friday. I want to look at that and remake it for this Friday, don't I?
Yeah.
Really. I mean, really, it'd be great if I could get it on earlier, but I don't know how that's going to happen and stuff. So that's the plan.
Cool. And Zoe's in, and she's busily packing and finishing up and scooping up any orders left over from the weekend and having a look at anything that came in overnight, ready to get out today.
Yeah.
It's great. So my job is to finish off. I've been topping up the Mother's Day candles here. Look at that. Do you see? Do you know what? It's one thing I'm a little bit disappointed. I love this on the photo. This candle's beautiful, but you can't necessarily see that lovely sort of floral pattern around the back.
Yeah.
It's just the way the label is, but it smells.
You can't see it. Do you mean like you can't see it on
the photo?
Have you got your phone?
I have got my phone.
Because what I'll do is I'll film that now, and then we can just like edit that into the thing.
Oh yeah.
So explain to me what you mean there now.
So on the photo, you can see this lovely Mother's Day, but it looks quite simple. But when you turn it around, you've got this gorgeous floral pattern. So it's a little bit, you don't really see it from face on, but it is such a beautiful scent. This candle is gorgeous and it smells amazing. Bergamot flowers and woods. It's actually, the fragrance we've used is wild bluebell and bergamot, which is a scent that last year when we launched our spring box, do you remember the spring box with the little, we stopped doing the seasonal boxes, but that little spring box, that was one of the fragrances in there, and it's beautiful. Smell it. It's not really floral and it's not really laundry. It's sort of a little bit fruity, a little bit spring-like.
It's just a clean scent, isn't it?
It's clean, but I wouldn't say it's laundry. And so pretty.
Yeah, my mum's going to have one for.
Yeah, I ought to get one for my mum as well. Really. So my job is to get those finished off because I made a second batch before the weekend. And what happens is when we leave the candles is the wax contracts and you get a big dip in them. So I have to go and do a second pour to give them a lovely flat top. Snowfay, I've made some more of those as well. And then I'll be looking to see, I'm tempted to go with some sea salt and citrus candles because I'm feeling it, like the sun's shining at the minute. We're just almost in spring and I want something a bit brighter.
That's a great idea to do the Snowfay candles because I think we'll have Snowfay then in everything. So we'll have it in a room spray, a fragrance oil, a wax melt, a candle, a bath bomb, a 4-in-1 soap.
Whip soap.
Whip soap, a 7. Oh, did I say candle?
I think you said candle.
Oh, okay.
I think
so that's 8 items.
That's at least a lot.
Soap sponge.
Soap sponge again. See, that's another thing on my list for this week because I'm going to be training Zoe up to make soap sponges.
Yeah, so
she can be cracking on with those when I'm flapping around.
Yeah, but it would be great, at one point if we could have some of the main scents in every item.
And we've started doing that, haven't we? With the ring stays, we recently have the Love Spell. In fact, actually, Love Spell. Did you light it?
I didn't light it. No,
you did not light it. Shocking. No. So the Love Spell candle, this room spray here. I think some people don't realise it's a room spray because we sell them like this, don't we?
Yeah, in the shop especially.
In the shop, and the reason we don't put the atomizers on this one here is because
online crew know the score.
They know but we don't want any leakages, and we found that this is the most foolproof way of doing it. Yeah. So when people get their room spray, let's have a smell of that. Oh, smell that.
Yeah.
And I know, I'm not going to name any names, but I know a few of the ladies may have been spraying this liberally over their clothes and wearing it as a perfume, which we don't necessarily recommend because it's not skin safe. Well, it is skin safe, but it's not been assessed. It's so good, isn't it? So good. So when you get your atomizer, I'm going to take this bit off. You just plonk that bit in. I'm going to take this bit off for demonstration purposes.
Yeah.
So, and it just goes. If I've got the right lid, there we go. I've got an old one I'm just showing there.
Yeah.
Really, really easy. Yeah. I don't want it to get all mucky, so...
Yeah, so we really put those caps on there just for transportation purposes and stuff, don't we? Just to stop it from leaking and
that's it.
Yeah.
Actually, I could just leave that on there. It looked rather nice.
Yeah. Yeah, some of your...
That's Miss Spare Lid for demo purposes.
Yeah.
So there we go. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Room sprays then. So I went along and I picked my favourite this morning, which was this one. This is one of my most favourite scents.
Okay.
This is Sea Marine.
We had that on in the wax melt over the weekend, didn't we, in the Wolves.
And I felt better. I think I was feeling really sort of grumpy and tired and that sort. And then I which day was it? I think it was Saturday.
Yeah.
No, Friday. Friday, because it was restock day. So I'd been spending the whole day over a laptop, sort of going like this. And you walked in, you went, oh, I'm going to go. I was a bit stressed. And I turned around at one point and I'd walked back into the kitchen and this smell hit me. Yeah. And I just went, oh, it instantly makes me feel better.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful fragrance. Did you flinch then? You thought I was going to
No,
support you?
I was going to start filming, but then you sort of brought it towards me to smell, so I was a bit like,
Wow, yeah. So
um,
yeah, sea marine is just, and you know, this one in the bathroom particularly is just,
yeah,
it's definitely a spa scent. It's very light and airy and oceany, but without being heavy salt. I really love
yeah,
that one. Did you
sure.
want to have a look at that one?
Let's have a little
Matches my nails
film
as
of that
well.
one. Oh
Okay.
yeah, look, the nails looking quite cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go back to what you were saying. Actually, there's a really important point you just made there. You know, when you said about the wax melt being on, you were a little bit stressed, and you came in and you're just like, oh, you know what I mean?
It's like
That's
you knew which scent I needed.
yeah, but that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
That's what it's
definitely.
all. That's what it's all about. It's walking into a room and having your emotions or your feelings changed because
Mm,
of a scent. Just just it does. It changes your mood. It
mm,
alters the environment.
mhm.
Just putting one of the scents on, and you know, sometimes it can give you a lift.
Well, do you know? Because I wrote a blog on this the other day.
Yes.
There was some science behind it. It's
Mm.
because and I've got to remember it completely. The passageway that goes up from our nose to our brain is linked directly to the place where we feel our emotion. We process emotions and we process memory. So
Yeah.
that's why when we smell something, it goes. We create an emotional response to it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it tends to be sort of your first port of call with stuff. So that's why
Sure.
you might smell something, and if you're feeling a bit run down, it'll sort of brighten you up. And that's why essential oil blends are so good as well,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
because they are designed and put together certain essential oils to increase mood, to help you relax. That's why people melt a lot of lavender if they like lavender to
Yeah.
help them relax, because it's got those properties in there that will do it. That's why I guess if you like, people might like a spa scent because it gives them that feeling of sort of uplift and cleansing and purifying sort of scent.
Hmm.
That's what it does for me. And you
Yeah.
know, and something like, what's this one? Did you put that one in there?
Cashmere snowflakes. Yes, because it's probably out of all the room sprays we've got at the moment, that's probably my favourite.
I've got this in the perfume as well.
But going back to what you were saying, like
Cozy.
there's a wax smell called December 24. I know it's Christmassy and we've been and done that,
Yeah, yeah.
but there's something I've said this before loads of times, but there's something about that smell that takes me right back to my childhood, and it's not Christmas oriented. It's not really a Christmassy smell. December 24. I don't think
It's a
anyway.
Yankee dupe, actually.
Right.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. Then it is. Maybe it is a Christmas, but it doesn't remind me of Christmas. It reminds me of something to do with my childhood. That's not Christmas, but I can't put my finger on it. But what it does do is it transport me right back to that time in my mind when I
Yeah.
smell that scent. I
Yeah.
can't. I don't know what it is. I wish I knew what
I
it
know
is
you
because it's
say it
driving me
every
nuts.
time we make it. I
I
think you
know.
asked your sister, didn't you?
Yeah.
Going, what's this remind me of?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I
It
know.
transports me back, and what a fantastic thing, though, that we're able to make here. That we can do that for people. You know what I mean? It's
Do you know
just.
what? And it's great, but I
Yeah.
think that's maybe why we don't get bored of what we do, and perhaps that's
Mm.
why we have such a large range of fragrances, because we're quite emotional people. Oh wait, let's not. We'll be honest. We are quite
Yeah.
our emotions naturally. The pair of us are quite
Oh.
heightened, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, we're quite sensitive to different emotions, and
Yeah.
maybe that's why we have so many different oils, because when we look at the scent description and when we bring them in and we smell them, our mood is affected straight away. You know, when I get a new delivery of oils, I'm like, oh, like this, and I don't know what I feel all over the place.
That's
It's a
true.
real sensory, has a real sensory impact on me.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and quite often, I'm like you've been doing this for 10 years plus now. I
Plus,
think you've been saying
yes.
you've been doing this for 10 years for the last 3 years,
I
so
know, I've
it
lost
must be
track.
more than 10 years now,
Quite a lot of
right?
years.
And I've been
It's
doing
not
this for
bad for
6 years.
a 25-year-old.
Yeah, yeah, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this for 6 years, in 10 years. You would think at this stage we get a little bit bored with me. You know, I'm calling you over and going, Claire, look at this, look at this, look at the color on this, look how this is reacting with this, or look how the chunks are in this. Oh my God, come over and film, Claire.
I've never seen this before.
Yeah,
Have you seen that before?
yeah, come over and have you smelled this, Claire? Oh my God, and all that sort of stuff. You know, You'd think we'd be getting bored of that by now, and it does not.
No, and that's
It
how
doesn't get boring.
well, look at your reaction to Rhubarb Crush, which was a bespoke blend, actually. It was put in, it wasn't our design. That one was designed by one of our customers.
We have not melted that yet.
Did you bring it home?
I haven't brought it home, but it's here to bring home.
Because you said you were bringing it home, and yesterday I was like, where's he put it?
I cut one for the purpose of the photos. It's in by your office, let's say.
My office.
Yeah, if you can call
my
it that sort of dumping ground. No, honestly. So we'll have to bring that home. But I don't want to be rushing about with it on. I want to be sitting with the TV on.
So I can't put it on tonight because you're off. Yeah, I'll be exactly. Like, it'll be there, and I'll be looking at it. It'll be like,
no, but so we can enjoy the vapors, and we can just chill. Do you know what I mean?
I 100% guarantee you'll be like, yeah, I'm hungry now.
Yeah,
you'll be putting it on, and you'll be wanting something to eat, won't you? And that's it. But it's just, I think that's part of it, isn't it? That's why we do what we do, because we just get really excited, and that emotional response to fragrance is such a powerful one. And I think that's why we've got so many customers that just keep coming back, because I love it when they tell the story. We've had a few people where we've made some fragrances and it's made them cry for a reason they cannot say why that is.
Yeah, like has he been?
Yeah, and we can tell you. It doesn't necessarily have that response on us. We've got other scents, but for something again, and it's to do with that, going back to what we're saying about how your sense of smell is very much tied to the part of your brain that processes emotion and memory.
Yeah.
And that's why when you smell something, you're taken back to a certain time.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fascinating. It was only something I really, truly looked into and learned a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, and then, that's why we make such a large range of room sprays. So you're loving that one. That's got a cozy vibe. And that's how our essential oil blends particularly can help affect our mood. Fascinating. What were we supposed to talk about?
We never had no plan. We said, didn't we? Should we not have some sort of script or something? But
just winging it.
No, I think we didn't plan on talking about fragrances and stuff. That's for sure.
It's just the way it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So going back to what we've got to do this week and what we're working on is you're looking particularly at restock, but also isn't there a little birdie that something's happening on Wednesday this week that you're working on today?
Yeah, it's the 1st of March, which is St. David's Day. I'm quite a proud Welshman.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah, and I think we need to relaunch the St. David's blends and some straight scents. Are they? Yeah, one's a straight scent, isn't it? Daffodil.
No, it's a blend. Welsh daffodil. Yeah. It's got something added in there.
So we're going to launch that. We're going to launch them. So I'm going to finish them today, and we're going to relaunch them. But there's going to be a new blend, isn't it?
And it's going to be
called Now in a Minute. Now in a Minute, which is, it's like, come on, Barry, we got to go. Now in a minute.
I'll be there now in a minute.
I'll be there now in a minute.
It took me ages to work that one out when we first met. But I've got an opposite one, because Cornish collection, because this is what I love, is that you've got St. David's Day on the 1st of March the 5th, which is is it Sunday? Yeah, I think it's Sunday. It's St. Piran's Day.
Yes.
Patron saint of Cornwall, Curnow.
So there's going to be a new blend in that as well, isn't there?
There's going to be, there might be two, actually, I've been working on.
What are they called?
Well, I've been launching it. So we're getting rid of Cornish Minor because we feel it's not one that people naturally go to or pick. And, one of the oils in there is really tricky to get, and we only keep that oil specifically for that one. So we've had to make a bit of a decision. We're thinking we're losing that one out of the collection, but Whitsun Bay is having to be reformulated at the moment, but it's one of our most popular scents. It's gorgeous. So we're going to get that one as close as we can. We've got Whitsun Bay. We've got... What else is it? Clotted Cream Fudge is coming back. That's gorgeous. Cornish Pisky, which was the original Cornish scent, actually. But I'm adding 2.
Yeah.
I've been working on a saffron bun fragrance.
Yes.
And when Zoe and I smelled it, we were like, yeah, it smells like because saffron buns aren't like cinnamon buns.
Are you saying that Zoe liked the bakery scent? Yeah.
I wouldn't say she liked it. She just accepted that it smelled like it.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
That was how much she goes, no, I don't, it smells like it. So saffron bun, which isn't actually like a spiced bun, like a cinnamon bun or anything. It's a bit more yeasty and bread-like, but with sweetness of raisins and sultanas in there. So I've been working on that, and I've been working on the opposite to Now in a Minute, which is directly.
Yes.
which is on very Tretley.
Yeah.
Which, if you're not from Cornwall, just means I'll get there to it at
they're
some
connected,
point.
though, I think, directly and now in a minute.
I think, well, if you only go look at the Welsh language and the Cornish language, which your dad is fascinated with, by the way, isn't he? Whenever we talk about it, how close or how similar the Cornish language, because Cornwall has its own language, the Cornish language and the Welsh language are, which makes sense because they probably would have been together as a people at some point when the land started moving around.
Yeah, true. True. And they've both got a bridge to get into each other's country.
Yes, this is also true.
Although there is another way around in Cornwall. And there's another way around in England to Wales as well, isn't there? So obviously,
we don't talk about those places.
Yeah. So they England to Cornwall. That's quite controversial, that, isn't it? Because but let's not go down that road. Yeah.
No, I think that's a
edit
dark
that out. Edit it out.
So that's what you're doing, is you're going to be getting those collections done. Room sprays, I asked in the Facebook group yesterday, which is always a mistake, because I know how it's going to go before I put it up. Sometimes I put these posts up for a giggle to see, just to they prove me right, which they do. Is sort of fragrance oil and room spray request ideas, and I'll be honest, they were true to form. That there were hundreds of comments, and all of them different. That's not helped me to narrow down the choices at all.
If we could make one of each, then we'd be doing all right, wouldn't we?
Yes, but it's not cost effective. It's not practical for a business to do. So the idea was that people were supposed to respond to each other's post, and if they like it, react to it, because it helps. If I see something that's got 10 likes on there, I'm like, I think people like that.
What you could do is you could put all those choices into a poll and then get everyone to vote.
Again, also thought about that, but then what happens? The sneaky little monkeys like to add on
other options.
And if they don't click on that, or they just comment with their other option anyway. So So I'm going to look. I think Let Money Cake's probably coming up, because that was mentioned several times.
I wonder if there's a way to turn off commenting and turn off add-in options.
Yeah, but there's no fun in that. I kind of like it when they go a bit mad. Why not?
No.
I
did just give you a solution then.
You did, and I'm turning it away. But not only that, you and I have got to sit down, because Pie Week is happening on Monday the 7th. That can't be right, can it? Hang on. Monday the 6th. Can't be Monday the 7th, because St. Parents' Day is on this.
So what is Pie Week then?
What is Pie Week? We haven't got a pie here to show. That would have been quite good. Pie Week is basically, we offer our wax melts in a larger size, they're cheaper.
Yeah, those larger sizes, we've always historically called them pies, haven't we? Because they look like a pie. They're like round.
They've been pies since before I started making them. I think people were making wax pies. It's just a thing. And a few years ago, I don't know how many years ago, but how many Pie Weeks have we done, actually, thinking about it?
This is the third. No, this is the fourth. Because I remember the very first one, it was when we were working from home, when we had the garage and the conservatory and everything.
Well, we're 5 this year. We've done it every single year.
Because the very first one, we stupidly, but not stupidly, maybe that's not the right word, we naively allowed everybody to order their own creations. And we had orders of 800 own creations.
Oh my word.
Maybe not 800, but
we had 800 orders, but there was at least half of them with their own creations, over and over again.
So I had to make one pie with somebody's own creation. And it was, we should try and dig out the blends for that time.
I need to have a look. It was I think some of them have stayed.
Some of them
have stayed. And last year there was a bit of a problem, because I decided to go and get COVID when we'd launched Pie Week. So Pie Week itself for us isn't too bad, is it? Because we don't do an awful lot during. You might start working on the daily pies, but you don't do too much, because the next fun of it is sort of the week after Pie Week for you, and you're getting them all made up and out, because people are still adding to. And I got COVID. And it was just really hard, because I was at home, and I think we did a video call every single day, and I remember being really poorly, but with the laptop going, I need 7 of these. I need 16 of that. Oh, you haven't got the oil. I'll go and get some more. And it was just. And you were holding the foot. We didn't have the shop. Did we have the shop then? No, we didn't. We didn't have the shop then.
Now there's no drop boxes. I think things will be a bit easier, because what was happening is people would have drop boxes, and then we would be making pies and trying to like connect the pie to the drop box and everything that come with that, especially when you're dealing with 150 different drop boxes.
Yeah, and then
800 pies.
People were ordering pies and other items at the same time.
Yeah,
and it was
just fair enough.
Which is fair enough, but it was tricky. So we've got a workaround for this year, haven't we? Which will be a special set of shipping for the pie order, so people can keep going in and adding, because part of the fun of it is the daily exclusives, the limited edition. Still, we haven't really talked about what Pie Week is, but we will be. I think Saturday night we're going to do
Saturday night live.
Saturday live.
It's going to be live, isn't it?
Saturday night live.
Yeah.
But I think the beauty of doing something like several years in a row is that, and this is the same for us all of the time with everything we do, whether it's a restock, whether it's we constantly look and see, that worked well. How can we make that more efficient for the customer? How can we make it more efficient for us? How can we improve that process? And it's like, I don't think I leave the website alone for more than 2 minutes a week. You know, it's just keep going back. How can we refine that? And it's the same with Pie Week. What worked really well? What happens if one of us isn't here? What happens now we haven't got drop boxes? What things do we need to put in place to make sure that that's all just ticking along? And that spends a long, and that comes through sort of experience of doing it over and over again, and learning through mistakes, because there have been times where we haven't thought about those things in advance and gone, oh whoops, and we've got a bit of a mess to sort out, but we're getting better at
that. We don't get everything right, do we? And, no. Everything's a learning thing. You know, we haven't come into this like experts in business. This started up a wax business. We've started up a wax business and are learning to become experts in business. But that's a long far away. You know, it's progress, not perfection, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah. And I just wanted a little hobby.
Yeah.
You know, to start making wax melts to stop me feeling miserable most of the time.
Yeah.
That was all it was.
You just started a little hobby, and now you've gone and done it.
Now we're employers. And we have a shop.
No, it's true. It's like that's good. No, we need to say this actually, because you know we do employ staff here.
We do.
You know, in the community locally, and also giving children now work experience opportunities.
Yeah, I've got some work experience students coming in. Yeah.
So how cool is that to be able to do some, you know, give something back?
I've still got no clue about business. I'll be honest. Thank goodness for you, because you keep me accountable.
Yeah, well, but you're so sharp on the computer side and the tech side and the admin side, and I'm useless at that. So
I'm rubbish at admin.
So but you know, everything the customer sees, you know, the front of house, the shop is you, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't see my desk.
No, they don't see your desk. That's it.
Yeah. I can't even see my desk, but I know exactly where everything is. If anybody comes in and tidies my desk, I freak. And I get really cross. Yeah. Because this woman knows where the things are. Don't go messing with it.
So true, and at the moment it's tidied, you can't find anything.
No, I hate it. I hate it. I know where the things are. And so that's happening. And then we've also got another really big project on the go that's just on the cusp for launching. But I can't say anything else about that, but I am the most excited I've ever been about anything.
I think whilst Pie Week is in progress on that week of Pie Week, actual Pie Week. So I don't know if we mentioned actually Pie Week is the reason why it's called Pie Week is because it's National Pie Week.
Yeah, British Pie Week.
For the food pie. And we've connected our wax pies to the food pie, and it's just a little bit of fun. Yeah. And that's where it was born out of. And So whilst you're all ordering pies, hopefully you're all ordering pies and going crazy with it, we're going to be making this new project.
Yeah.
So I have to be really careful I didn't give anything away.
It's been over a year in the making.
Yes.
Last January, I think I started approaching the places that needed to be approached for it to happen. So I am very, very
Yeah.
excited to see.
Yeah.
I hit the order on the labels button yesterday.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
night. They are
Yeah.
in process, and
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited about
But that
it.
still doesn't give anything away. Either.
Not
Very
giving
clever.
a single
Very
thing
clever.
away, but we're
Because all we've
almost
said
good
is
to
we're
go.
making it, and there's labels, so we haven't got given anything away.
Normally we make our own labels, so it goes
Yeah.
to show that we're having these ones
Yeah.
printed for
It's all
us,
very
and they're going to
posh.
be there. So yeah, and then I think I've got some gift boxes I want to add to the website. I've been toying with the idea of these, actually. We've got these gorgeous boxes, and I think they're so pretty.
Yeah.
Mother's Day. Typically, when we make up boxes, I think people are like, yeah, but I want to swap that and I swap that. So I might just put these gift boxes available on the website for people to fill.
Yes.
Should they want it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're nice. They're nice and deep, actually. We've had them out a bit. So you can put a whipped soap in there. You could put a soap bar in there. You could have your bath bomb. I love this bath bomb. It looks amazing in the bath. You could put some little 1 ounce pots, or you could just put all wax in there. You could put a candle in there.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
yeah.
I'd love a box like this. No one ever gets me a box like this, if anything.
Yeah. So does that come made up?
No. So if people want us to put it in a box, we would probably package it so it doesn't move around too much. But definitely going to put the boxes out there. But rather than us putting things in there for people, you can choose to get the items separately.
All right, we'll have to explain that in more detail when it's launched.
Yeah, but that's what I'm just working on.
Yeah.
Just working on it. A bit like when we had the big gift boxes that we had at Christmas.
Yeah.
Were really popular. Lots of people bought those to put to build their own box and put their things in. And this is a similar concept. The reason we don't still have those ones is because when we went to reorder them, for us, even in bulk, they were coming in at nearly £5 a box because the price of cardboard has gone up so much.
Right.
And so therefore we'd have to charge a ridiculous amount to the customer. So we didn't want to do that. So we got something nice and simple. Just got a couple of different examples about how people might want to fill them. Lots of options. We've got so many different products, honestly. And really, I think us ladies need treating.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yes.
Just saying. And about
fair enough.
Right, we better get some work done, haven't we? Have you finished your tea?
Yes. Tea is finished.
I've got a little bit more of my coffee.
Another cup required. And we better get cracking on because the wax should be at temperature now. And for the candles as well. So
it's a little bit slower, that one.
So yeah.
It's a labour of love.
Yeah. Thanks for watching and listening. And there'll be more like this. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.